here. Raptors eliminated in the playoffs, obviously, and so were the Utah Jazz. So here's the question. Scott Rude, Gordon Hayward, and Kyle Lowry both expected to hit free agency this summer, okay? Who is more likely to leave their current team? Gordon Hayward or Kyle Lowry?
That's a great question. A lot of it has to depend on what teams are interested in Kyle Lowry. Because almost every more teams are going to be interested in giving the full boat to Gordon Hayward. So, what are the priorities for the Spurs? What are the priorities of the Raptors? If the Raptors are willing to give him a DeRozan contract, I can't see him leaving Toronto. So, with that said, I'm starting to think that Gordon Hayward is going to go to Boston.
Gosh,
I know,
really?
and I think I'm in the minority. I think a lot of people think he likes Utah. I'm just really curious of how much he and Brad Stevens have the affinity of having the Butler days back.
Right. I agree with that. But Gordon Hayward, he's got a great relationship with Coach Quinn Snyder. And he's gone on record saying after 3 seasons together, Snyder's arrival in Salt Lake was really a turning point in his career.
No doubt. Their team is going to be worse next year, though. They can't afford all these guys. They can't keep Mac, Ingles, and George Hill.
Right.
And they don't have good draft picks.
But here's the thing about Lowry. We've heard everybody and their brother talk about how Lowry's probably leaving. He's going here, he's going there. He's gone on record and saying, I want a ring. I want nothing else but a ring. He's going to chase it.
So what, he's going to go to San Antonio?
Maybe.
Maybe.
He'll chase the ring. He'll pull a Kevin Durant.
How much money is he getting? He's going to have to give up money, I would think, right?
I don't know.
70 cents of the dollar.
Somehow teams find ways, okay? I'm putting the money here aside for a second, but I think Kyle Lowry is much more likely to jump than Gordon Hayward is, just based off of rumors, based off of being content as to where they are. I just think Kyle Lowry has already 1 foot out the door.
Wow. It's going to be, I was talking to Carter, our producer, before this. He thinks this is going to be a fantastic free agency.
It's going to be like the free agent year when we had Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Carlos Boozer, Amari Stoudemire.
Right.
They were like 2010.
Yeah, and then what happened? The top 3 went to one team.
Yeah, Chris Bosh was a free agent that year too.
Right, that was the decision. Jim Gray interviewing him.
And the NBA completely changed that year.
It rerouted it. The difference now is in 2010, we kind of saw we started seeing the diminished goods marginally of both Boston and Los Angeles. What would be Cleveland and Golden State right now? We don't see that with these two teams. We think that it's inevitable that they're going to continue this form. That's the one difference, is that the whole league was turned on its top. When you went to bed and then woke up the next day after the Jim Gray, LeBron James interview, the Heat were the favorite to win the NBA Finals. We're not there yet.
No, we're not. But I think this could be one of those years, and we've seen this last year with Kevin Durant, where maybe the rich get richer. Look, I don't think Kyle Lowry's going to the Warriors. I'm not saying that. But yeah, you're right. Maybe they go to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes to the Spurs. That would be a tremendous change in the NBA. And yeah, it reminds me a lot of 2010.
Yeah, Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry. I mean, they're the two people I think that San Antonio, particularly because of Parker's injury. I think Paul and Lowry. I think one of them is probably going to go to San Antonio.
And then what about Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin.
The Clippers need to figure out what they're going to do too.
Yeah, I think that first off, they have terrible complementary contracts. When you just gave Jamal Crawford, 37 years old, a 3-year, $42 million deal, and then you give your son, Austin Rivers, is making over $10 million.
That situation is so odd.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? But also a lot of talent. The guy's in his early 20s. I don't know what the Clippers are gonna do. I think he stays a Clipper.
Griffin stays a Clipper.
Clippers have no better alternative.
I agree with you. It'd be foolish to get rid of him.
Yeah.